What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Well, listen, I noticed this video been on for a month, right? Seen a couple clips on it on TikTok, on YouTube a little bit. But I saw it and I'm like, listen, let me actually react to it. It seems like a cool video, you know. And I'm gonna just give my thoughts. That's all I'm gonna do. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm gonna be who I am and just say what I feel personally. Shout out to Love Don't Judge. Shout out to them. I think I've reacted to at least 20 videos already in the past, right? And the title is I'm Not Brainwashing My Free Girlfriend. Love Don't Judge. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see if he really did brainwash his free girlfriend.
This is Raymond. He fell in love with Tiffany, Hammy, and Giselle.
We're in a polyamorous relationship, and people think that our man Raymond has brainwashed us.
They assume that women in poly relationships just don't have their own free will or their own thoughts.
They'll say you did this, you manipulate them. What you're doing is a disgrace. You won't see heaven.
Today, I'm going to be
Actually, do you know that it is actually it actually benefits the woman more when she's in a poly relationship, right? For the people who don't know and who's ignorant to it, that the woman don't have much things to do. She have help, right? And not just help, not just financially, but in the house in general. Just on a day to day, that she have help from whether we one woman or two or three, right? But people just look at it as, oh, the man, he just want to have threesomes every day, and he just want to sleep with a whole bunch of women, and he don't truly love you, girl. It's all nonsense. Our ancestors, Negroes, people who look like me and you, Negroes, never had one wife. That is something that's the whole like modern thing they bring in society now. Why you think it's so hard for a man to keep one woman? Let's really be honest, because it was never like that for us. It's something new that people trying to, you know, try out. People trying to introduce this new thing that we are just, oh, we all one man to one woman. Why they trying to push that? Because it's easier to control people like that. If you have a man and he have three women who listen to him and respects him, who loves him, who adore him, how can you control that man? Because the women not getting out of line, because they genuinely respect him, so therefore they would listen to what he say. He's the leader, so they follow his lead. Versus if you have one woman and she disrespectful to the man, she's stressing the man out all day. Guess what's gonna happen? It's easier to control that man because you give the power to the woman, and then when you give the power to the woman, then she take over. Then emotions take over, and what happens? If the man allow that, guess what's gonna happen? The whole household is done. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully, just more of a, you know, how things in the way things have to be. It's just not. That will not work, right? And you can leave your comments and say whatever you want to say, but I'm just stating the facts. I'm stating the obvious. Whether you like it or not, that's what it's going to be. That's exactly what it's always going to be, right? But shout out to this brother right here. I'm saying I'm going on for too long. Let's go.
be calling my mom and having an honest chat with her about how she feels about our relationship.
The fact that I did not know you all in advance and the way that she told me that you all met her, that was my concerns.
People all judge us because we're in a polyamorous relationship.
We did terrible.
My name is Raymond. These are my three girlfriends, Giselle, Tiffany, and Hammy. They call me daddy, but I have not brainwashed them.
We met in 2020. We met through mainly Twitch.
I would look forward to spending time online with them. The chemistry between all of us was just so natural. Like, it felt like they were supposed to be part of my life.
We're starting to
Most people have no idea that in 2024, the best way to make money online is with the
to flirt with each other and get closer, and we also started to kind of have conversations about being together and living with each other.
Around end of 2021, we kind of made plans to move in together, and then we all basically agreed on February 22nd, 2022, we're all going to be together.
Welcome to our home. We'll take you on a tour.
So we all have our separate rooms.
It's very important to have your own space because I feel like if we
Yo, tell you what, financially, bro, like you would be in such a good place. Because let's say, if okay, all of them like do the individual things. Do you know how much bread you could save up? Oh my God, bro, that is so much. That's just so much income that there's so much other things you could do versus different paycheck to paycheck. It's more of the way I view a poly relationship is more of like a business mindset, right? Because if we have more than one income, right? Let's say I make money, more money than the two women I'm with, or let's say three or four, however more. That is money we could put together, right? We could put a savings, we could put something up. So when we have kids in the future, they would be good, right? If we can pay for a house faster than we have to, that's more we could save. That's more things we could do. That's just money we have there to say, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Let's put it into something. Let's put it into investment. Let's put it into something that it will grow in the next 10, 20 years. So then tell you what, our pension, we don't have to rely on our pension. We can have money that's to say, well, we have money there and we don't have to worry. That's more of my mindset when it comes to a poly relationship. It's not only about, oh, I just want to have a bunch of threesomes. It's more of a business mindset. That's just my thoughts, though.
we all shared the same room, it would be really chaotic.
You know, every now and then, if we'd like to sleep together, we'll sleep in whoever's room that we're accompanying. And if we have sleepovers, usually we have a big sleepover, we typically sleep in my bed. We enjoy gaming together, cooking together, eating together, and being seen together because we're all attractive people.
Stay away from me.
No, but I love you.
Stay away from me.
Whose idea was it to form a polyamorous relationship?
I had a friend group that was a poly relationship in themselves that I hung out with for a bit. And I was like, oh, y'all seem happy. So when we all started talking, I probably was the first one to utter the word polyamorous.
It came natural. We liked each other, so it makes sense.
So many people believe that it's the man that starts this.
No, it's not. You don't matter.
No, I don't matter.
It's all of our first times being in a polyamorous relationship. We have nicknames for each other. For Giselle, Bon Bon.
Or Cell Sauce, or 6 Foot Cell.
Oh yeah.
For Hammy, sometimes we call her Smiley because she be smiling.
I call you TT sometimes.
Daddy is Daddy because that's the most natural nickname for him.
I did not.
Do you see that? Do you see the king? They crown him as king. He didn't even ask for it. They did because they wanted to do it. How the relationship is flowing lovely. It's better. Bro. I'm telling you, it's just better like that. It's just better personally. From what I'm saying to me, it's better like that.
Have any reservations about being a polyamorous relationship. It was more so being really curious about it and also a little bit nervous.
I did actually have reservations about it. It's the normal pros and cons of being in any relationship, and I feel like that's where I came from. But just in this state, it would be with more people, making sure that you have the mental capacity to, be able to help everybody out or make sure you're physically there for them. I feel like every single day we're learning new things about each other, about our relationship, and what we can do to be better partners for each other.
It's new to us, so you have to understand other people's emotions.
I definitely feel like jealousy isn't a big part of our relationship. Obviously jealousy is a normal human emotion. They'll be watching something and I'll come down and see them watching something and I'm not involved in that at all. So I'm like, oh, y'all watching something without me. So there's like jealousy in that way.
If I see one of them hugging the other person, I'll be like, oh, I want to hug too. On a bigger level, no. I feel like I love everyone and I feel like we each have our own dynamic with each other.
I definitely feel like we get a lot of judgment online. We've actually received a number of weird negative comments. Somebody here says, what you're doing is a disgrace. You won't see heaven. I have a theory that you're actually not straight and that you four are only poly for the financial benefits. Imagine thinking this dumb relationship is going to last. Tiffany actually received a DM that says, "Your man weird. I would def make a better man on God." Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Free.
Guys like that, bro, with a passion, I want to smack the shit out of you. Why, bro? Why am I comparing myself to another man saying, "Well, I will be a better man than him. You shouldn't choose him, you should choose me." What? Bro, grow up. If she want to be with him, that's her. I don't care how we treat her. She want to stay over there. She want to be there, matter of fact. So tell you what, I'm going to let her be over there. I am not going to tell her nothing bad about her man. I don't care how we treat her. I don't care what he do to her. But if she decide that she's going to stay in that relationship, smile through it, take pictures through it, living through it, there is nothing I could do. I cannot do nothing for her. She could only do something for herself. So all these people talking on the next man name, I swear a lot of your boys gay. I'm seeing it. Yeah, I'm seeing it. A lot of boys gay, man. I'm seeing it. Because then, like, why all this feminine energy? For what? Why? It's not called for, bro. It is not called for.
Free you from the shackles of poly and your abusive, manipulative baby dad. Somebody said to me, "So are you their sugar daddy? Do you want another sugar baby? If so."
People will assume that us three aren't happy somehow and we're just here for him. I wouldn't be able to be in a relationship if I didn't like all the people in the relationship. So I feel like they assume that like women in poly relationships just don't have their own free will or their own thoughts about it. They're just there as accessories.
How you doing, slave?
Sometimes they'll say that we are roommates and we're just doing this for fame.
It's because people don't want to believe that there's other things out there other than monogamy, or people can't imagine that for themselves.
You gotta understand, like, people are so, such a surface level thinkers. Monogamy is a modern thing. Monogamy is a modern thing. Right? Monogamy is a modern thing. So when people are like, well, if you want more than one woman, that is bad. My ancestors didn't have one woman. So it's almost like ingrained in me for me to want to be with more than one woman. Yes, I might fight it for some time, but deep down, I want more than one woman. Right? And then people will judge you and say, "Oh, you're such a bad person," and this and that. I don't make the rules. That's just what it is. I don't make the rules. So when this whole new age, one man, one woman, that's fine if that works for you. But for other guys, it might not work. And tell you what, a lot of guys are like that. Even some guys in a monogamous relationship, the only reason why he wouldn't bring up a conversation because he know how his girl will react. So therefore, he just won't say nothing about it. He would rather just live in misery by himself every day. That's the truth for you right there. A lot of men would want 2 wives, 1 free wives. A lot. Especially having conversation with them. They'll tell you. But he will just never bring up the conversation to his wife because he know if I tell my wife that, she will overreact. She will react in a way where I might lose her. So I just wouldn't say nothing. And he's just living in misery every day.
Multiple people will message daddy and be like, "How did you do this?
How did you get your 3 girlfriends, bro? Like, please.
How did you do that?"
Please go talk to Tiffany.
Like he did something specific.
Right. Like, what did you do, man?
I did not do anything.
You
I
put
did
the
not.
love potion in our drinks, and then we were
You know
here.
about that? They'll say you did this, you manipulated. I'm like, I wasn't even the one who started this relationship.
In that case, it'll be Tiffany.
In that case, I'm sorry, we're actually manipulated by Tiffany. Get that on camera.
Sometimes we'll have people that we're close to, like friends, and then eventually they'll end up blocking us. It's weird that you lose friends over your relationship.
I feel like I've lost the most, which is very annoying. I wouldn't want anybody to be jealous of me, but I feel like a lot of times it's like this hidden animosity, and you know, they'll like just randomly block me and then talk about me and like, oh, like he's flexing his girlfriends. It does hurt sometimes.
It doesn't have that much of effect on me. Like, I'll see it, I'll be like, oh, you're online? I'll block you then, okay? Because I don't need that negativity in my life. I already have like this whole relationship, which as much as I love them, is a lot of work and a lot of energy.
Some things that they say doesn't even align with our relationship, so I mainly just ignore it.
I'm affected by the things people say more, honestly, more than they are. I feel like a lot of times they're usually ones like, don't worry about this person, don't worry about this person. I feel like I get sad about it a lot.
One misconception is that we're just here like sexually. This is like not how we started. We started long distance.
They'll also assume like, oh, okay, you're poly, so you'll do something with me, right? Or you'll go meet me, right?
Yeah.
Like we're just running around doing stuff with other people, and we don't do that.
I feel like dealing with the judgment has made our relationship stronger, because we know at the
Tell you what, the judgment will always be something. People will always speak. People will always give their opinions. That's the internet for you. But me personally, if that was me, I just wouldn't respond. Oh, you think I manipulated him? Okay. Guess they're my slave then. Guess they're my slave then. Since you think I manipulated these free women into being with me, well, I got free slaves then. That's what it is. Did that make you happy? Did it? Swear, bro. Some people just talk too fucking much.
At the end of the day, we are here for each other, not for how other people view us. My friends didn't really have a negative reaction at all.
And my friends wanted to be educated about it, so that was interesting. I was surprised about that. My family doesn't really understand it as much, but they aren't negative.
My friends, the guy ones, were just, you know, high five, bro, you did it. I'm like, okay. My dad, he's a man, so he's like, really, son? Really, you 3? Like, yes, sir. Okay, son. And that was basically the end of that.
The only thing that my family were nervous about was just me moving out of home.
Today, I'm gonna be calling my mom and have like an honest chat with her about how she feels about our relationship.
Ever wonder if there's a strategy celebrities use to grow their bank account that others might not know about?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Tiffany.
I love you.
Hello.
Hi, Tiffany's
Hi,
mom.
everybody. Love you too.
Hi, Tiffany's mom.
What did you think when I first told you about my relationship?
It was kind of like me having to pull it out of you first. But when you told me, I wasn't upset or anything like that.
Did you know much about polyamory before?
I didn't know much about it, but because I do watch TV, that was the first time I really heard about it on television. So I was aware of what it was and what I knew what it meant, but I didn't know anybody personally.
What were your reservations about our relationship?
The fact that I did not know you all in advance, and the way that she told me that you all met her, that was my concerns. And the fact that she moved from one state to a whole nother state by herself without me actually knowing anybody, that was really my only concern.
I'd be scared. I get it.
Does it bother you that I have multiple partners?
It doesn't bother me. I always feel like live your life. I mean, what am I gonna do? You're happy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Your mom is so cute.
We've talked about adding another person to our relationship, and it's a possibility. It's just they would have to be, you know, obviously get along with all of us. They would have to want to be with all of us. It can't just be like a one-on-one thing. That's not how it works.
The dynamic that we all have between each other is so like in sync and perfect as it is now. They'd have to fit in perfectly with the dynamic that we've already created here. We're getting ready to go out for some coffee now.
You get stared at a lot in public.
Sometimes people stare in person, but you know, outside of that, nobody really says anything to us about our relationship.
I feel people are more comfortable with speaking their mind online when they're not in front of us.
The reactions that we get in public don't really deter me from being in the relationship that I'm in. You know,
Tell you what, people are very brave behind a computer screen. and on their phones and on the internet because they feel like they're in a place of comfort. So they feel like I just can speak however I want. But in real life, in reality, a lot of them cannot speak because they fear conflict. So they would rather do it online instead of doing it in person. And that's the problem with the internet because everybody think they just can speak crazy to anybody and for it not to have no consequences to it. When there is consequences, whatever I say on any video, I meant it. And if I see anybody I ever spoke on or had anything to say about, guess what I'm gonna do? When I see them in person, I'm gonna tell them the exact same thing. It's gonna be the exact same thing, and nothing will change because that's just who I am. But you, on the other hand, the people who comment and just comment, that's all they do. They just argue with people all day. That's what you do. You comment and just talk. I talk, but I stand on what I say because I meant it. But you definitely don't stand on what you say. Because if I see you in person and you talk shit on my name, it's like, oh, bro, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I was just playing, bro.
I'm happy, and I want everyone else to see how happy we are. There we go. There we go. Gay. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I would say to people who judge a relationship to
Yo,
quite
real
literally
shit,
not
I be
judge a
saying the
book
same
by its
shit.
cover. We're just normal people who love each other.
The world isn't just what you know. There are other things happening out here that, are different, and that's okay.
I'm just really excited for the future. I just know that we're going to enjoy each other, being around each other while doing it.
Hopefully it's just us being happy together, experiencing more together, we getting bigger things, bigger house.
Oh my God, and we've talked that a lot. We actually have a running gag where if we're still together in 2027, I owe them $1.
Real shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy for the brother. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. He did it. Great accomplishment. Great accomplishment. Great accomplishment. I love to see it, bro. I have nothing bad to say. The only bad thing I have to say to the motherfuckers who gonna come on the video. Oh, that's bad. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't. Shut up. And that's the end of the video. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.